Woo. Yeah, I want to avoid being like virtual touristy, but yeah, I wanted to see what Bolivia is like. And we have Google Maps here. I like how all of the cars have like branding on them. It's surprising how much of this feels like Ghost Recon. The environments and like liveliness. Also, there's a lot of like love language here. Like some of the graffiti is like blah blah blah, or it's a lot of like hearts with people's names in the middle. See? Lots of love. It won't let me go any farther, so we are moving back. Oh, this is very different. It seems like I went more residential. I actually didn't think stairwells like this existed. Those like half-open stairwells. I'm curious about the history of some of this like cast concrete stuff. Also, the heat, I guess you probably want less exterior, but those are all like, there's a lot of like cast concrete stuff. Also rocks. So this is like mostly what we see in Ghost Recon. This kind of landscape. It's so cool how they made it feel so big. So most games, you have to start from like the size of your character model, and then you have to determine how fast or slow you want like the pace of gameplay to be. So they had like ample opportunity to have like a really vast environment that you have to like kind of walk out across these like big terrains. I feel like I never see these like kind of coniferous, yeah, that's the word, the attack of the carnivorous conifers, but like I never see those trees in, I guess, I don't know, I'll have to go back in and play more. I love that it's like I have this ability to play it in first person now, because I've always loved the game, but I just have a lot of trouble like immersing myself in a third person game most of the time. Sometimes you get lucky and you find someone who, wait, what were those? Sheep? Yeah, sheep. Sometimes you get lucky and you find someone who hasn't been blurred out by the algorithm. So my idea is I want to paint something. I want to avoid being like virtual touristy. Development started. You know, there's always room to develop land. How come I can't see anything along this? This is dumb. There's a highway. Let me Google map the highway. Bolivia is really beautiful. I wonder if that differs in different places. Like maybe it's like the upload rate from the car. Like if I do this, I still move forward like quite a bit. So we're at this red door. It's hard to tell. Google Maps is very interesting though. I like this house, this place. It's very pretty. I like your garden. Oh wait, there's another one of the Pepsi places. They must serve a purpose. Oh, I can't tell if things are coming apart or going up. I'm gonna try to find one more vast difference. Are these like salt flats? Whoa. That's very cool. Oh, they're all doing it at the same time. Nothing is impossible. It's the cemetery of trains. I don't think you're supposed to be climbing on the trains. They're dead. Whoa. I found caves here. What are you doing way out here on a bike? There's literally nothing for miles. Stop. Stop smiling. Okay. I would be in pain. Oh, are you visiting these graves? That would be very sad. Stop smiling. The game still feels this. It has like such a vast, like, spectacular feeling. I want to learn more about salt flats now. I wonder if I can get some B-roll of salt flat, like people driving on salt flats. There must be some slant to this land that we're on. Like you have to have a very specific vehicle to like make it all the way out here. Like these people are prepped for like a long camping journey. Wonder if that's like super normal in Bolivia. It reminds me a bit of like Arizona. Just my only reference for land that's this open. Like what are these green things? They seem like seaweed or something of this sort, like some type of algae. Oh, there's like a peak of another mountain behind that lower one, like over here. There's like a peak. So, what mountain range is this all a part of? So, like, all of these mountains and like salt flats create this kind of like rhythm where it's like, you're in a space that's like wide and vast, and then it's like your vision is abruptly cut off. It's kind of like, if you've ever been to the Tetons, the amount oversaturate at the beginning, like if I don't like amp up the color, I like start to lose track of what the color family or like key that this whole thing is in. In Ghost Recon, most spaces have like an even amount of cover, um, which like this definitely does not. Like you don't see a space like this in Ghost Recon. When you're building in an environment for a game, especially like a stealth game, are you sacrificing like diversity in that environment to like aid a specific type of gameplay? Probably. I mean, that's like, especially in like a PvP shooter or something, you're going to make decisions about the environments that your players are playing in because you have a specific goal for them. You don't want to, like, in a stealth game, you don't want to leave someone a vast distance like this that they have to either like take a vehicle across or just walk straight out in the open. Granted, there is room for that. I feel like a big open space kind of reminds me of like Ghost Sniper Ghost. What's that called? What's that game called? That game is like all giant distances, but it's like you're set behind the giant distance. But I think with the team gameplay too, it makes it a lot harder to balance that kind of encounter. And yes, that's my scientific color definition of it, orangey pink space. I guess in that sense, we'll just go explore some more. Also to like appease my ADHD. Whoa. What are these? Oh, yo, the flamingos. I feel like you should not be drinking that water or eating what lives in it. I was here thinking that Ghost Recon was like a very close to accurate representation of the Bolivian landscape because it just feels like it went to more lengths to increase the size of space than most video games do in terms of like how far you're scaling. Like if you think about like even like something as complex as Red Dead, you cover ground pretty quickly. Like you can get from town to town pretty easily. And in Ghost Recon, it's like it's a hike, which is cool. It's cool that they found like a pace that works for the player. I feel like that's part of what Ubisoft does pretty well. And like that's why it's a part of their open world formula, I think, too. They don't really innovate beyond the initial kind of like playthrough experience. I want to see something even more cool. A different biome. What are those? But I feel like this was a lot more exciting for you two to like come climb to than it is for me to see. I'd like to argue is like a fairly well represented version of reality stripped from all human experience. Just in the sense that, there's only, I feel like you should not stand there. Okay, good, you moved. The opposite direction. Oh, wait, no, that's because Okay, he's going back and forth. Oh, he must have dropped something. I spelt that wicked wrong. But... Oh no, I was close. They're just hanging out at the soccer court. Is that what that's called? Is it? I guess it's a soccer field, but that looks like a court. Ooh, party. Party room, disco, pub. This is very pretty. These boxes. They feel so organized. Like, I cannot stack things like this. I don't understand what this number is. So I saw these somewhere else, like in the middle of nowhere. Are they, like, what are they? Dog houses? Grills? Is that a tree? That's a very cool tree. It's very tall, thin, and, like, evenly spaced. Again, so organized. What kind of tree is that? It, like, varies. So it's, like, alternating variegated spine. What's like, it's called some, there's like a word for it, variegated branches or something. I don't know if this is doing anything. Like how many people are gonna see these? Or is this like these two people claiming this territory? They're like, we're going to post our face on every tree so that people know we own this land. There's such like a complex infrastructure. Like, I feel like I haven't been I guess some of those vast landscapes don't have this, but like most of the roads have like a really like connected power structure. Not to say that it probably doesn't need improvements. Like, I don't know how efficient like all these like networks are, but it's still interesting to see. You've got sticks in your car, sir. But I'm gonna figure out what these are, and when I'm back, I can tell you.